Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Saturday. Today, we are going to play around with the idea of resistance and bringing a sense of playfulness into those places where you feel resistance. So, we'll explore that. We will observe and see what comes up, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun in the meantime. So you might need 2 blocks today and a blanket. Let's go ahead and begin lying on our backs. So before you lie down on your back, grab a block, and we're going to start with just a gentle heart opener. So you're going to place the block right about here on your back, right across the shoulder blades. And the bottom part of the block will be right along the shoulder blades. Okay, if you want a little bit softer support, you can take the blanket and rest the blanket on top of the block. And then go ahead and find your way onto your back. And you want to scoot so that your head actually can drop back. And if it's too far for your head, then you'll take your other block and you'll place it under your head and let your head rest on the block there. Okay, legs can be long or feet on the floor, knees bent. Arms, try to allow the arms to be open with the palms up. And nice and heavy with the arms. Adjust yourself until you can feel like you can start to relax in this place, even if it's a little bit of a challenge. Take an inhale, sigh through the mouth, and again inhale. Sigh it out. One more time, fill it up. And now seal the lips and just start to breathe in and out through the nose. Focus on your natural breath here. Soften your face. Relax your shoulders. And allow the breath to move smooth and deep. All distractions falling away. Soft focus on your breath. Notice where you're feeling any resistance in your breathing. That could be in the inhale, allowing the breath to fully expand. Or it could be on the exhale. Maybe there's resistance there. Maybe you're not squeezing every last little bit of air out, allowing it all to empty. And maybe there's resistance in the mind today. And so can you just notice? Can you allow? Can you be available for change? Take 3 more rounds of breath like this. Just feel the openness of the heart, the chest, the throat, the belly. Good. And then to come off, we're going to slowly roll off the block to the right side and pause in the fetal position for a moment. Just give yourself a moment. And then move the block and the blanket and lie back down onto your back. This time, no block under your head. Take the arms into a cactus or a goalpost, either way, and you can have the knees bent for a moment with the feet flat. Just feeling the shoulder blades fully flat on the back and touching the floor. So notice what is touching the floor and where there's space under your back body. So there's a freeness to the low back because the sacrum right below the low back is very solidly placed on the floor, and the shoulder blades are very solidly placed on the floor. Now inhale, take the arms up, all the way up until you can touch the thumbs, or maybe not, just as high up as you can go without lifting the shoulder blades off the floor. Inhaling and exhaling to come back down to that cactus. And just try that a few times, almost as if you're making snow angels without the snow. Reaching up and down, up and down. And from here now, go ahead and take the arms, cross the right arm on top of the left, like you're going to give yourself a hug. Reach around for your shoulder blades. And then bring your feet closer together. Pick the feet up off the floor. Flex the feet back towards you. Keeping the sacrum on the floor just like this. Inhale, take the legs out as straight as you can go without letting the sacrum lift. Okay, just try that a few times, in and out. Giving yourself that hug. Keep the belly button really pulled down toward the spine. 3 more. And then set the feet down. Inhale, open the arms back out to the cactus. Exhale, feel the grounding as you release. Inhaling here and exhale, switch the arms now. One more time, give yourself a little hug. Bring the feet together. Lift the feet. Inhale, take the heels away. Exhale, squeeze the knees in. Inhale. Take a few, however many you want, and if you don't want to take the legs out, you can just practice holding the legs here at 90 degrees. And that's also going to help strengthen the core. Okay? One more time, wherever you are. Breath in, exhale, breath out. Open up the arms, inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Turn your head to the right. Nice gentle twist, and if you like, take the left leg or left ankle, cross it up over the right knee. Just a little extra weight there. So you made it. You already got through the resistance of just showing up and getting on your mat today. So sometimes we encounter that resistance that we need to sort of push through, right? Inhale, come to center, release that foot. Exhale to the other side, turn your head to the left, knees to the right, maybe right foot crosses over on top of left knee. Breathe into the low belly. Doing your best to keep those shoulder blades moving down the back, supporting the whole shoulder girdle there. One more breath. Exhale. Release the legs. Come back to center with the head and knees. And squeeze the knees into the chest. One at a time if you like. Rock side to side. Give the low back a little love here. Sometimes we encounter resistance because it's a sign that we need to slow down or back off. Pay attention. Bring the head up to meet the knees. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the chin toward the chest. Long, deep breathing here. Or if you know breath of fire, take breath of fire. Wrap the arms around the shins. Last 10. And now begin to rock yourself forward and back. Need a little momentum, you can take it. Keep the shoulder blades down and the chin tucked in. Take enough so that you can roll all the way up onto your tippy toes. Woo. Balancing on your tippy toes for a moment. Take the hands to the thighs or hands into prayer. Squeeze everything toward the midline. Lift up through your heart. But notice when you lift up through your heart if these ribs want to pop out and just soften them in. Tailbone moving down. Strong core. Taking another breath in here. And on your exhale, let your knees come to the floor, keeping those toes tucked. You can keep the fingertips down. You can bring the hands to the heart. Find your breath. You can even take the fingertips behind. Taking another inhale wherever you are. And exhale, tuck the chin. If you're leaning back, come back up. Release the toes. Roll the ankles out. Maybe paddle the feet a few times. And then sit back onto your heels. Hero's pose. I'm going to face you. Okay. If this becomes too much on your knees, you can always sit on a block between your feet. And that'll give you some support. Alright, so let's work a little bit more with the shoulders. And that same idea of rooting the tailbone down so that you're really grounded and solid between the sit bones and the tailbone. And then not allowing those ribs, those floating ribs, to be moving forward and back, but really gluing them toward the upper hip bones. Okay, nice, think of like a tube, right? You don't want the tube to be squeezed in the back, kinked, or kinked in the front. You want nice and open. Okay, so finding that openness, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And now inhale, take the arms up, stretch through the fingertips, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Do that again. Inhale, take the arms up, stretch through the fingers, and exhale, take the hands down. This time, inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, do that cactus again without letting the ribs move. Good. Holding here. Inhale, stretch the fingers away from each other, palms up. Exhale. Do it again, inhale. And exhale. Now take the right arm, reach it across, feeling toward that shoulder blade, reach it up and over your shoulder. Now take the left arm straight up. Inhale, let the shoulder come up, feel the shoulder blade come up as well. And then exhale, draw it all the way down. Do that a couple more times. So you're getting a sense of what the shoulder blade is doing on the back. And when we drop that shoulder blade down and we create this external rotation with the pinky facing forward, we really get a nice, solid support for our shoulder girdle. We reach both arms out and switch, reaching the left arm up and over for that shoulder blade, right arm reaching up, inhale. Let the shoulder blade come up and down, up, down, up, and down. Now inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, interlace the fingers and bring the hands right to the back of the head. So the thumbs are going to touch the back of the head and the elbows are going to be squeezing in toward the head, but they'll be right on top of it. Drop the shoulders down, feel the shoulder blades wrap. And now breathe all the way into your bottom belly. Keep a little resistance in the arms. As the shoulder blades are dropping down, you're still gently pushing up with the forearms. One more breath. And exhale, release the arms. Take the fingertips to the shoulders and roll the shoulders one more time. Keep the arms parallel to the floor and take half circles with the neck. A lot of times we can feel tension in the neck and shoulders because resistance, aka sometimes stress, can build up there. And it's difficult to release. So a couple more times, rolling through the neck and shoulders. Take any last little neck stretch that you want to get. And checking in with the breath, always coming back to full deep inhale, long complete exhale. Release the arms, the head float back to center. And let's go ahead and come to our hands and our knees. Finding your way to your hands and your knees now. Take a moment to really find a stable, solid tabletop position. Feel your fingers opening and spreading and pressing firmly into the mat like you're pressing the floor away. Resist gravity. Okay? Maybe take a moment, drop your head, shake your head, yes, no. When you're ready here, take an inhale and stretch the right arm out. Ground down, exhale with the other three limbs. Inhale, take the left leg out, spinal balance. Breathing in, keep that nice, solid, even tube of your body. And breathing out, set it down. Now inhale, take the left arm out. Exhale, ground with the other three limbs. Inhale, right leg reaches out. Exhale, stay. Inhale for one more breath. Exhale, set it down. Now let's switch between sides. One breath for each one, leg and arm, same time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going with your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Sit back onto your heels for a moment. Inhaling, coming back to hands and knees. Exhale, place your forearms onto the floor. And let's go ahead and grab our block. But place your forearms on the floor outside the block. And let the block be the thing that you squeeze into to give you the strength to come into forearm plank, bringing the legs back. Do your best to keep your body a strong, straight line. Press the floor away with your forearms, with your hands, with your elbows. And if you need, you can always bring the knees down here. Keep the gaze forward so that you're not collapsing. Just 3 more breaths. Now either place the knees on the floor and come into child's pose, or press yourself all the way up into plank pose, full plank. Inhaling here, full breath in, and exhaling as you come into your very first downward facing dog, so maybe with bent knees a little bit. Press the belly back toward the thighs and let the head and neck just become free. And the right knee, press the opposite heel down. And switch. Walking out your dog. Keep those outer arms hugging in, elbow pits rolling up. Thumb and index finger pressing down. Take a nice big inhale. Come up to both tiptoes. And exhale, let the heels release toward the floor. Unconcerned with whether or not they're actually touching. Soften your gaze between your feet. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. And breathe in as you come up to the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, march your feet up to your hands. Pause with the feet hip distance. Bend the knees and soften them as much as you need to have the hips start to come right over the feet. Lean forward slightly. Head and neck. Release. Find your feet here, pressing evenly into the floor. Notice where you're holding your weight. Notice where you're pressing into. Outside, inside. And just find evenness. So sometimes we're going to find resistance come up, and we're going to want to react in a very serious way. Oftentimes that creates a lot of suffering. So can we be curious? where there's resistance. Maybe you're feeling it now. Explore. Give yourself another full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, slide the hands to the shins. Press the shins away, come halfway up. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Stay breathing in, breathing out. One more breath in. On your exhale, bring your hands to your waist, stand up, flat back. Feel the legs strong and sturdy. Release the arms down by the sides. Resist gravity here by rising up through the crown of your head. Sometimes resistance is good and necessary. Sometimes we must resist. Let's begin Surya Namaskar, classic sun salutes. Inhale, take the arms up. Look up to the thumb. Exhale, open the arms wide as you dive into the legs, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, slide the hands up, the shins come halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips down, the shins come halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips down, step the left foot back. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach the heart up, extend the spine. Exhale, lift the back knee, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower to the ground. Release the toes. Inhale, shoulder blades moving down, elbows squeezing toward each other. Come up, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale, cobra. And then right from there, push back, hands and knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Drop the head. Frame the head with the arms so that you're finding a nice support again right through the shoulder girdle. The heart is supported with the shoulders. And if you haven't already, you practice the Ujjayi breath, find that ocean-like quality, the audible whisper of the breath. And then inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, lift your hands, step or hop your feet in front of mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, rise up, flat back, leap with the heart. Touch the hands, exhale to the center. Releasing as you finish the breath. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, open up and dive. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step the right foot back, drop the knee down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhaling, exhale, take the vinyasa. This time, any variations, if you're ready to go deeper into upward facing dog, you can. If you want to skip the chaturanga and just do a cat and cow, that's fine. If you know a variation, feel free to take it. We're going to get a couple more rounds. Take 3 more breaths. Now inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise. This time as you come up, grab onto the left wrist and lean to your right. Inhale back to center. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, center. Open up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, as you exhale, either step back or if you like, you can hop back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, coming halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Now take your feet about hip distance. Inhale and exhale, sit low into your chair pose, Utkatasana. The fingertips on the floor for now. Take the arms, interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your shoulders together. Breathe with your belly on your thighs. Now inhale, release the arms, come all the way up. And exhale, sit back into your chair with the cactus arms. See if you can maintain that nice even tube of your torso. Shoulder blades down, inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Go ahead and take a vinyasa if you like, or skip it and take just downward facing dog. We'll meet there. When you find that downward facing dog, lift the right leg as you inhale. Try to keep the hips square so it's not opening here. Inhaling. Exhaling to step the foot through. Spin the back foot flat. And let's rise up to warrior one. So both hip bones are pointing toward that front leg. Bending deeply into the front leg, but strong in the back leg. It's propelling you forward. Take the arms up, and then go ahead and interlace the fingers. Again, taking that same action. This is the dolphin arms. We're going to see this in a little bit upside down. Find the work there of not allowing the ribs to pop out again. So draw the ribs in, shoulder blades down. One more breath. Now inhale, release the arms. And you might have to step that back foot just a little closer. Bring the elbows, grab opposite elbows, I should say. Square off the hips. Lift up here, inhale, a little back bend, and then exhale, fold over the front leg. And this might be a lot of resistance right now. And so you may just want to have your hands on the blocks instead. Starting to touch into the hamstrings quite a bit. So again, paying attention to where resistance is coming up, and then exploring. Is that maybe because I'm asking too much of myself? Or is it because I don't like it? Preferences? So the answer can only really be dependent on you. Take another breath here. And inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fingertips down as you bend that knee. And let's go ahead and just step back. Find your plank pose. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Take the vinyasa. Making your way back to downward facing dog. And when you find your way there, inhale the left leg up. Nice square hips. Let the hamstring get a stretch on that right leg. And exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Spin the back foot flat. Ground down through the feet and rise up. Float the upper body to warrior one. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the elbows in toward the head. Draw the shoulder blades down. Lift the heart up, soften the ribs in. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the arms, straighten the legs, arms behind. Grab onto opposite elbows. Step that back foot forward. Lift up, little baby back bend here. Then exhale, fold forward or find your blocks. Strong legs. Keep pulling the left hip back, moving the right hip forward. One more breath. Release the hands. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, turn it into a lunge. Wiggle that back foot back, bend the knee. And this time, instead of a vinyasa, we're going to crawl around for a goddess pose. So you're going to crawl around towards your right leg, but I'll turn around. Go crawl around towards your right leg. Turn the toes out. Keep the fingertips here on the ground, hands touching. And let the head just drop down. Squat as low as you can. Draw the shoulder blades down. Let the neck get a little stretch here. Lots of room for the neck. Now look up, take the arms all the way up. Straighten the legs. And exhale, now turn the left toes open. Turn the right toes in slightly. Warrior two. Bending into the left knee. Sinking the hips low. Reaching the fingertips away from each other. Breathing here. Turn the gaze over the left middle fingers. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, bring the hands down to the inside. Turn the toes back into goddess. This time, with the fingertips down, come up onto the toes. Release the heels. And go ahead and come into warrior two on this side. Turning right toes out, left toe slightly in. Warrior two. Get those arms long and straight as you can. Turn the gaze over the right middle finger. One more breath here. Reverse, inhale. And exhale. Take the vinyasa on this side. exhale, downward facing dog. Your choice to take 5 breaths in down dog or 5 breaths in child's pose. Wherever you are, take another full breath in and full breath out. And we'll come right into downward dog one more time. So finding that nice solid downward dog, probably getting to feel really good by now. Getting warm. Bring the hands a little bit closer to the feet. So the feet can be flat on the floor, so you may have to shorten that stance a lot. Lean onto the left hand, pick up the right hand and reach back for the outside of the left ankle or shin. Keep pressing into the left hand strong and both feet strong. And just breathe yourself into the twist. Last breath. And release the right arm back. Lean onto the right. And exhale, reach back for the right ankle with the left hand. Find that shoulder blade position again. Try not to let the shoulder blades come up. One more breath here. Release both hands down. Take a breath in your downward dog. And bring your hands a little closer to each other. Inhale the right leg up. And exhale, step the foot outside the right hand for lizard pose. Okay, so let's drop the back knee if you want to make it a little more of a stretch, and keep the back knee up if you want to make the work a little bit more challenging. You can have your block, can be on your hands, drop down to your forearms. The foot can stay flat, or you can let it roll out to the pinky side edge. And take another breath here in lizard pose. And if you took the block, remove it. I'm going to do a little transition here. Keeping the forearms down on the floor. Step back to wiggle that foot back if you need to. Walk it back. Forearm plank again. You can use the block in between your forearms still if you like that. It's kind of a nice stability. From here, walk the feet closer and closer. Keep squeezing the block. Find dolphin pose. Keep pressing into the floor. Resist the floor with your forearms here. Create space in your shoulders, width across the shoulder blades, across the collarbones. Take another breath. And exhale, walk the feet back, knees down, and rest in child's pose with the arms down by your sides. One more side. Downward dog. Bring Bring the hands a little closer. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot outside the hand and drop the back knee down, lizard pose. Staying up on your hands, it's totally good. You can also drop down to your forearms. Breathing in and out. Press firmly into those forearms. Lift the back knee. Wiggle that left foot out. Forearm plank. Inhale. Exhale to start to walk the feet forward. And find that stability in the shoulder girdle, because those shoulder blades are wrapping around and holding everything in place. Maybe try lifting a leg if you like. There is a forearm balance here, if that's in your practice. I'm not going to teach it today. Just feeling dolphin, letting ourselves be a little playful. And then child's pose, relax. So oftentimes we see resistance as something negative or an obstacle in our way. And if we can just choose to see it as a challenge that's growing us in a particular area, it may not feel good, but we can accept it, or we can know whether or not we need to push through or accept. Come back to downward dog. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Now bend the knee. Circle the ankle. Maybe circle the knee. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bring the right knee forward. Slide the back leg back. And just be wherever you are, maybe taking a couple breaths to lengthen everything. And forward, fold into it. And scan your body, looking for any remaining tension. Allowing anything that comes up to be observed and let go of if necessary. Taking a last inhale here and a last exhale. Lift yourself up. Press the floor away. Coming back to that down dog. One more time to lift the leg, open the hip, bend the knee. And switch. Left leg lifting. Open. Bend and stretch. And movements you need in the hip before moving right into that pigeon pose. If you find that that front hip is really way up there in the air, then slide a blanket under that hip. Give yourself a little extra support that you need. Realistic expectations. Don't have to resist those. Take an inhale and then fold over. Last breath in and out. And slowly come on back up. Releasing any way you'd like. If you want to go back to the down dog or just take the version on hands and knees, that's okay too. Lay down onto your belly. And take the left arm straight out like a half of a T from your body. The right arm will be palm down underneath your right shoulder. Bend the right foot and then reach over with your foot, rolling into a twist. The right arm might even come up and wrap behind. Slowly coming back around to the belly. Take both arms into that cactus again. And now pull your left knee up like a figure four. And turn your head to the left as well. Feel your breath in your belly pressing against the floor. Don't resist gravity. Coming back, both legs straight. Now switch by taking the right arm straight out like a T. Left hand's going to go under your left shoulder. Bend the left foot, knee, and step the left foot back behind. And keep the breath flowing, even though we're coming to Shavasana. Don't let go of your breath just yet. Maybe the left arm comes and wraps behind. And slowly unwind the body back to the belly. Take the arms back into the cactus now. Pull the right knee up. Turn your head to the right. and straighten both legs out. And your choice, you can make a little pillow with your head or with your hands here, resting your third eye on your hands for Shavasana, or you can flip over onto your back and take it that way. So we will end our practice here in Shavasana with a nice deep rest, letting go of everything, even the effort of the deep breathing. So allowing your breath to come back to natural. Let go of any kind of resistance that you may feel toward resting. You've earned it. You deserve to receive all of that energy that you've created. Let's take a few minutes here. Shavasana. So begin to bring your awareness back wherever you may have been, waking your body up slowly. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take a nice stretch, maybe a yawn. Find your way onto your side. Pause in the fetal position. Take a moment to really feel the effects of being with yourself, moving, breathing, your practice. And then find your way to a comfortable seat. Gathering the hands together at the heart, humbling the gaze down. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself, for the golden chain of teachers, for this beautiful practice. I thank you. May you have a beautiful day. Namaste. See you guys next week. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Jewel of the Lotus and on Facebook, Nicole Keith Yoga, and there'll be more classes coming your way.